Sage Wanderer here, coming at you from my shotgun shack in the Texas Outback. So, I'm going to Virginia. Don't. That's right, I'm going to Richmond, Virginia on the 20th of January to partake in the world's largest Second Amendment open carry rally in history. I think that it will undoubtedly be the biggest Second Amendment demonstration in the history of the United States. 50,000 people are expected to be in Virginia in support of this rally that's coming up, and yours truly is going to be one of them. The Bible says the steps of a righteous man are ordered by God. So I just kind of threw it out there, and I figured if I got the money, then it must be in God's will that I go. And so I asked for $1,000 to pay for my expenses of going out there and back to participate in this rally, and to shoot video and post up videos for you guys of the event, and interview people, that sort of thing, and just be there to cover whatever happens, right? It's the big unknown. Now, I made a mistake that is a reoccurring mistake in my life. I underestimated how much this is going to cost. I didn't give it any forethought when I said, hey, if you guys pay the way, I'll go. I think I probably need about $1,000. And I really hadn't sat down and put pen to paper. And so I'm $200 or $300 short. I've got $1,050 right now, and I think I probably need more like $1,300 or $1,400 to cover not just my expense of going out there, but I'm going to miss work. And weekends is when I get most of my work as a delivery driver. Most of my business, my good days are on the during the week. I mean, on the weekend rather, not during the week. And so, because this rally falls on a Monday, I'm going to be spending my weekend driving, but not for profit, right? I'm going to be spending money, not making money. So if you guys want to help me out with to cover it, I'm going either way because I made a deal. If I got the money, I would go. And at this point, I'll lose out on some work, and I'll come back to a financial wreck. So if you guys could help me cover my expenses, the rest of my expenses, that'd be great. It doesn't matter. I'm going anyway. Just when I get back, I may have to, slash some spending and tighten my belt and skip a few meals, whatever has to happen. I could probably skip a few meals. What do you think? I'm just kind of I'm a little pudgy. I could skip a couple meals. But anyway, the big thing I'm concerned with now is what this is going to look like. We got 50,000 people, biggest rally in history of Second Amendment. And that's probably conservative. There's probably going to be more than they didn't count on me, and there's going to be other people like me that at the last minute go, I'm going too. I want to be there. I want to be there to cover it. I want to be part of it. We heard that the legislature was going to try to stop us from carrying openly on the Capitol grounds in the Capitol area. Virginia is an open carry state. I did uncover this information that some of you might find interesting. If your firearm is equipped with a magazine that holds more than 20 rounds, you will need a concealed handgun license to openly carry it, apparently. This is what I could scratch up from researching the laws, the current gun laws. Of course, that's shifting all the time because they're passing new gun laws on a daily basis. But it looks like you're going to need to use standard capacity magazines of 20 rounds or less if you don't want to get hassled by the popo. So I won't be putting the 33 round stick mag in my Glock because I do not possess a concealed handgun permit in the state of Virginia. Now, having said that, standard pistol, open carry, totally legal in the state from everything I understand, except they passed this new law that you can't carry a gun on the grounds of the Virginia Capitol. Now, I heard one person say it was a ban on the entire grounds. That means the parade area around it and the approach area to the Capitol and the buildings around it, all of that. But then on another, I think more reliable channel, I was told that it just couldn't go in the buildings, that you could carry openly on the grounds of the Capitol, around the Capitol. You just couldn't go into any of the Capitol buildings carrying a weapon. So, but I'm definitely going to find out the scoop on that before I actually do it. I want to make sure I'm on the right side of the law. Now, having said that, if they ban it on the grounds all the way around, all of the grounds, I suspect a large number of people to go ahead and cross that invisible line and just rush the police line. Honestly, just to go, okay, stop us. What are you going to do? Shoot us? We'll shoot you back. I'm not probably going to be one of those people. I'm not looking to start anything. I'm just looking to document it, to add my voice to the dissent against what's going on in Virginia, and I'm not there to dance the boogaloo, as it were. However, my battle rattle will be nearby. I won't tell you where it's going to be. It's going to be nearby. Not anywhere I could get to it anytime soon, but if I needed to arm up to get the heck out of Richmond, I would be able to do that. But I don't suspect there to be any problems. I suspect it to be a peaceful rally. A lot of people are saying this is going to kick off the Civil War, and then there's all this talk of false flags and all this other stuff. I don't know. I'm hoping for, and I'm trusting that this is just going to be a normal rally and a normal, but really huge dissent against these unlawful, unconstitutional laws being passed by these communists in Virginia. So, but they did pass something apparently on Friday that this would be 10 days prior to the event, this past Friday. I just can't nail down exactly the verbiage, and I will let you know when I find out whether we can carry on the grounds and not in the buildings, or not on the grounds at all. And I suspect that regardless of what the law says, this is what police do. They don't always pay attention to the law. They do what they want. So I suspect the Richmond, Virginia police, and probably the Capitol Police there, will surround the entire area and put up metal detectors and gates, and you don't get to go in there unless you're in your underwear. And if that's the case, I'll be standing outside the gates reporting from the gates. So I'm not going in there unarmed. And I think it's just such, I mean, we're there to protest their gun laws, so what do? Pass more gun laws. It's just ridiculous what's going on in Virginia. We've got to put a stop to it. I'm not sure how we do it. But I wanted to be there to document it. I wanted to be part of it. And like I said, I just spit it out on a whim without thinking it out. So, having said that, help me war game this a little bit. I'm going to need to know... I probably need to find a group. Everybody that I talk to on the internet, or actually every video I watch on YouTube, everything I look at on the internet says, don't come as a solo, don't come by yourself. If you have to come by yourself, which is what I'm doing, then you should look for a group to join up with and kind of settle in with for the day of. So if you are involved in this and you'd like Old Sage Wanderer to tag along, just let me know where you're meeting and at what time, and I will be there. You can send me email to sageland2019. That's sageland2019 at outlook.com. That's my email address. Or you can send me snail mail at P.O. Box 2915, Weatherford, Texas 76086. If you're going to send money to help me out, go ahead and send it, even if you think it isn't going to make it in time before I leave next week, because I guess it would be this week at this point when I'm leaving, because I intend to leave on Friday for the Monday rally, I think it is. I'll have to look at the calendar and set that all in stone. But if the money doesn't get here before I go, basically what I'm going to do, and why I'm going anyway, even though I haven't quite got enough money, is that I'm just going to spend my bill money for the month, the money that I set aside to pay these bills, and I'll deal with it when I get back. So if you miss me and don't get to send money that'll help me on the trip out when I get back, then it'll be waiting for me to cover the bill money I spent to get out there and back for overages. I intend to go on the cheap. Like I said, I'm gonna drive my own vehicle. I'm going to spend as little money as possible. I thought about on the trip out, maybe even like do rest area nighttime nap and drive through the night thing to cut down on hotel rooms, which I tend to do a lot anyway. If you followed my trip to Oregon and back, I tend to, hit truck stops and crash for 4 or 5 hours and then get up and keep driving, just because I get intensely motivated to be where I want to be. Like, I just want to be there. I want to be there yesterday. So I just keep going. I just go and go. So I hope to get there a day early, scout around a little bit, see what I'm up against, maybe try to connect with some people that are going, or maybe there's some events that are happening the night before the rally. So I hope to maybe broadcast from some of those. But anyway, once again, just to let you guys know, I'm in fact going to Virginia. to participate in this Second Amendment rally. If God didn't want me to go, he wouldn't have sent the money. And I got to tell you, the vast majority of the money came from one particular viewer who, if God's not whispering in his ear, I don't know who is, right? I don't know who God is talking to, because this particular guy has repeatedly saved my bacon over the course of the past several months. So God's used him in the past to help me out, and he's used him again this time. And so I know I'm supposed to be there, and I know that the rest of the support will come in. You guys will help me fill in my short gap there. And but I'm going either way. So anyway, pray for me, pray for my health, my well-being, for my safe travels and my time there. And if you have any tips, if you're involved in a group that's going, please connect with me. I think at the very least, I'm just going to try to get in touch with the main organization, the Virginia something, I forget, VCDL, but I think that's it. But anyway, I'm going to try to connect with the main group there, and but I'd also like to find some militia group that's rallying out there and maybe fall in with them. There's a march that's going to happen that's going to lead up to the Capitol. Now, I really wish I had some soft body armor. The one thing about the steel plates, yeah, they're great if you're garrisoned. They're great if you're defending your home. But if you're out there in downtown Richmond, Virginia, walking potentially miles on bad knees, the extra weight of the heavy steel plates is probably more than I can handle. And I'll probably end up leaving the body armor in the car just because of the weight of it. And it's also why I wouldn't even try to carry a long gun, because I'm not a infantryman anymore. I'm not in that kind of shape to carry a long gun, armor, and it's not even a matter of, I couldn't get into the shape to be able to handle all that stuff, because not without surgeries, because my joints are shot. I can only take so much on my knees. Now I can take a lot more than most folks my age, but still at the same time, that's a lot of body armor to carry AR-500 steel plates, and I have side plates and everything. And now what I may end up doing, if I feel particularly threatened or afraid in any way, is I may put one of them in a backpack, put one steel plate in a backpack, so at least I have something, and I can set it down. It's not on my body all the time. I can set it next to my feet, and then if I need it, I can, get up behind it. So, but it would be nice if I could pick up some cheap sappy plates, the fiber or the polymer body armor plates that go in your carrier that weigh next to nothing compared to steel. But I don't know that I'm going to have time to find those and buy them, and I don't have the money. But if the money came in, maybe I could find a pair, and then I might wear the body armor if it doesn't weigh so much, like, that extra, it's like 35 or 40 pounds in my steel battle rattle. But it'll be with me if I need it nearby. But nearby is not enough if you're being shot at. Right? But I'm pretty good at becoming invisible. I can just disappear, and I'm going to gray man it. I'm not going to try to stand out or look like anybody special. I hope to disappear into the crowd and capture as much of this as a fly on the wall as I can. And I'm going to try to get some interviews with the people that are there. I may even interview counter-protesters if they're not too aggressive. I don't want to end up in a Virginia jail, okay? That's the last. I don't want to die. I don't want to go to jail. Okay? I want to go out there, cover this, and make it back with my scalp. And I do have a scalp, even if it's just under the hat here. But anyway, tell me what you think. If you got any tips on what's transpiring, leave it in the comments section. If you have any groups you'd like to connect me with that's going to be there, I'd be more than happy to research that and potentially connect with these folks. And if you're going and you're a fan, especially if I recognize your handle, your name, and we've interacted, and I kind of trust you off the channel, and you're going, I would probably be inclined to connect with you at some point and attend this with you. But just let me know in the comments section below. You can email me, you can snail mail me, and as always, you can help me out financially if you want to. Look, if you're struggling financially, hang on to your money. Only help me out if you've got expendable income, and that I will gladly accept the help. But if you're living hand to mouth, don't help me out. Take care of yourself and your family. All right. So until next time, God save our republic.